It's me, Bussy, and welcome back to Hot or Hot. And today we'll be reviewing episode 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6. Our queens split themselves into groups and were challenged to discuss serious topics around the pink table. And on the runway, category was Clash of the Patterns. We'll be going queen by queen to break all of that down, and then at the end of today's video, we'll be taking a look at the messy judging and taking a look at the bottom queen's track records to see if Ginger did indeed make the fairest decision. Mirror, mirror on the wall, is Ginger the fairest all-star of them all? But before we get started, I want to remind you to click like if you're into drag vampires. And a quick message from today's video sponsor. My many boyfriends are always asking me, Bussy, how do you smell so good? My little secret? Scentbird. Shh. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that allows me to try a new designer fragrance every single month. They have perfumes, colognes, and even unisex options. Scentbird works directly with brands like Prada, Gucci, Versace, and Vince Camuto to bring the hottest scents directly to your doorstep. This month I received Vintage by John Varvatos, and I love it because it has notes of tart, juniper, and exotic patchouli. I've been trying this one out with my sugar daddy, and let's just say he's been real sweet this month. Shh. Scentbird is the perfect way to try out a new fragrance before you commit to spending hundreds of dollars on a bottle you may not even like. For just $16 a month, you'll get a 30-day supply of a fragrance of your choosing. A bargain. And better yet, they've partnered with me to save you even more money. Use my coupon code BUSSY at checkout to get your first month for just $11. And while Vintage is working great with my sugar daddy, my husband prefers another scent I got this month. Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. Shh. That's right, you have the option to upgrade your subscription to receive 2 or even 3 scents per month. Being a woman is hard. With Scentbird, smelling good is easy. Click the link in the description of my video and make sure to use my coupon code BUSSY for 30% off at Scentbird. Thanks Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. Shh. Now, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about sex, baby. It's Trinity K Bonet. Firstly, I want to say that I'm super proud of this person for sharing their story about being HIV positive and operating in the gay community. She handled this tough topic with maturity and also approached it from the angle of education, sharing facts with us about if you're undetectable, you're untransmissible. This was a moment that made me go, wow, Trinity has grown up so much since her original season and truly is an all-star. This was hot. On the runway, she says she's paying homage to the King of Wakanda. I really love that she was both literal and metaphorical with this runway category. She is, I think, maybe the only one to truly take the word clash to the next level, connecting it to Black Panther and bringing us into the war zone of Wakanda. And on top of that, the silhouette, the patterns, the little cape thing matching the dress skirt at the bottom, super, super elegant. And I also love when a queen rocks a super short hairstyle. Trinity K Bonet forever. This look is hot. Next up, Eureka, who was acting as the moderator of Team SEX. This was a shining moment for her as well. I think she had excellent chemistry with Akeria and Trinity. She was able to keep her group on track and crack jokes where appropriate. She used to, in previous seasons, be known for talking over people, taking too much camera time, and just really being in, everyone's face. And I think this was an excellent example of her personal growth. Like, she was really letting other people speak and share their story, and that is a good moderator. Eureka, this was hot. On the runway, she's got patterns and cutouts aplenty. This is giving me like Ursula went to the pageant world, and I'm not sure why. Let's just pretend that her head isn't there. Oh my god, the gown is gorgeous. And I think she wins the award on this runway for using the most clashing patterns. Like, everyone else is kind of matched, and she really said, you know what, these are not gonna match at all, but the dress is still gonna look damn good. I really love how her outfits always use pieces that draw your eye into certain parts of her look, like the little poofs on her shoulder down at the bottom, or the separate piece of fabric in the center that all the different pieces connect to, slimming her figure, but also proportionizing the right parts of her figure. This look is sorry, Ursula stole my voice for a second. Next up, Akeria C. Davenport, who was also super well spoken, and she was brave enough to share her story about previously living life as a trans woman and then learning that her true identity was as a man that does drag. Akeria, this was hot. On the runway though, girl, Trick or treat. I mean, hey, I'm right there with you. She really did try to do a lot here. She didn't just try, actually. She did do a lot here. Some of it maybe not so successful though. We've got like half of the face kini, and all over her body in the bodysuit there are markings, which I think are kind of a play on like the plastic surgery marking stuff. And then there's the layer of the bodysuit and everything actually looking like mannequin, like Barbie doll parts. And then on top of that, she's got hair and a corset made of measuring tape, which is complemented by the pin cushion full of needles that she's carrying down the runway that is kind of meant to look like an actual trick-or-treating pumpkin. This for me is a case of doing a little bit too much, and I'm not sure she really clashed patterns so much as she clashed concepts. And instead of bringing cohesion to them, everything just looked a bit disjointed. This look did not measure up for me tonight. It's a rat. And our next three queens were part of group Motherhood. Mother has arrived. First, we have RaJah O'Hara, who I think actually was the best of this group. She was able to communicate with the other two members and also share a really deep personal story that was very moving. She shares the difficult relationship that she's had with her mother, starting out strong when she was younger, and then gradually her mother kind of started to not sort of accept her sexual identity. And this is not only like super moving, but super relatable to I think anybody that's a part of the LGBTQ+ community, or really anyone who has felt othered by their own family. I was really happy to see RaJah open up, and I think that just made her so much more beautiful. Her performance in the main challenge was hot. And on the runway, she's giving me fashion, darling. Fashion.
It's fashion? Is it wait, what is it, fashion?
She's giving us pants, a head wrap, and a crop top, which just describing it that way makes it sound really simple. And the thing is, it is really simple, but in RaJah's unique way, she's able to transform those really basic pieces into something super, super chic looking. And I really love when RaJah does these simpler looks like she did back in the blue ball, because no, they're not hit you over the head top, wham, bam, glam, thank you, ma'am, but you look at them and you realize, wow, you don't need to be way over the top to have a killer runway. This look was hot. And as for the group's moderator, Kylie, by moderating standards, was she a little bit quiet? Yes, but I think you could also argue that she was allowing the other two members of her group to really speak and share their stories, both of which had very long stories to share. And her personal connection to motherhood was her sharing her story about her dog, which was sweet, but I maybe would have liked to have learned a little bit more about Kylie Sonique Love's backstory. And my favorite part of what she did tonight was when she grabbed RaJah by the hand and she said, "Don't let that hurt child make your grown-up decisions." And when she did that in that moment, I was like, oh my god, I feel the motherhood energy from her. I loved that so much that I can overlook her being a quiet moderator and give her a hat. And on the runway, meow. For her clash of patterns, did she actually use multiple patterns? I'm not so sure. It's definitely some leopard, and in some spots, maybe cheetah. Considering that, I think she maybe towed the line of what this runway demanded. And the thing is, I'm okay with giving her a pass on that because the outfit is loud and visually assaulting in the way that you would expect a clash of patterns runway to be, if that makes sense. I loved the little like vinyl ruffle pieces that were put all over this outfit to enhance the silhouette, and that hat, totally like early 2000s Kevin Federline vibes. Hashtag free Britney. Except, you know, she pulled it off a million times better. To improve this and maybe match the category a little bit better, I think she maybe could have added one more animal print or done the hat in an actual animal print. I don't know, like zebra or something. Regardless, I do think this cat in the hat is hat. And the final member of this group, Scarlet Envy, shared her story about growing up with two mothers. Her love for her mothers was absolutely beautiful, and I enjoyed her story, although I can understand what the judges were saying about her kind of going in and out of telling a personal story and then trying to make it lighthearted. She didn't quite know how to deliver that together as a cohesive thing. But it certainly didn't make me feel uncomfortable like Ru said that it made her feel. That was really harsh, I think. And because the story was so important to hear, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this a hat. On the runway, she's serving me The Notebook, Lost at Sea. There's like some nautical vibes to this, I think, with like the blue and white really taking me there. Parts of her clash of patterns are actually, I guess, Xeroxed and made into fabric love letters from her grandparents, connecting to the mother's story that she told in the main challenge. Too bad they didn't help her get a happy ending. But anyways, on a serious note, I love that she continued to tell her life story on the runway, and I actually think she looks effing beautiful. I mean, girl, the hair and makeup, I don't think anyone else can touch it in this competition. And in her gown, she also got stripes, polka dots, and sequins. She understood the assignment and made it personal. This look is hot. And the final group. Do you like my body? Firstly, we have Jan. Okay. Jan. My biggest issue with Jan around the pink table was that it kind of felt like she and Pandora, which we'll get to in a second, were interrupting Ginger's story about her bowel obstruction when she was younger and the difficulties she faced with that throughout her life.
For like 6 months.
And that is the vulnerability the judges are looking for.
She was just making weird jokes about it, and I was like, girl, let Ginger finish, and then you can make the jokes. I don't know, it just felt a little, well, you know, like she was living her Jantasy. I've got to give this performance a rat. And on the runway, Jan might be an outfit repeater, but I am an outfit rememberer. This actually, don't know if you clocked it, is a dress that she wore during her season 12 press week. And look, I don't have a problem at all with queens wearing looks that they haven't yet worn on Drag Race. However, this doesn't even make sense for this runway category. Like, it's just one pattern. If it were at least made up of a couple different patterns, great. But instead, she decided to add accessories to complete the runway assignment. Like, she's got these weird sparkly glitter chap things and strange heels, and I'm like, girl, it's no. It's a no from me, dog. And also, differently patterned shopping bags do not an outfit make. I do like the hair with the hearts in it though, but she took a cute dress and made an ugly outfit. This is a rat. Next up, we have Ginger Minj, the moderator of the group. She brought us all the way back to young Ginger, talked about that early surgery that she got and how it affected her for the rest of her life and her different struggles with her body image and how she's often not accepted even by the fans of RuPaul's Drag Race for just being who she is. And I think she did an excellent job of not only communicating all of that, but keeping her group on track. You know, she was able to bring Jan a little bit down to earth and make up for Pandora's lack of energy. So she's gonna be the only one in this group that gets a hat here. And on the runway, she is giving me Lisa Frank meets Animal Crossing going bug hunting realness. I love this look. It's campy and fun and unique, and we have seen bugs on the runway plenty of times. Jasmine's butterfly, Shea Coulee's moth, Dayla's fly, and Silky's thing. But we've never seen a bug catcher. I think it's the perfect blend of campy and cutesy and also kind of weirdly fashionable. And I think Ginger looks very pretty tonight. Ginger took me on a safari, and y'all know up in the jungle it gets hats. And finally in the body group, we have Pandora Boxx. She shared her experience with ageism within the gay community, talked about how body labels such as twink can really affect your psyche. And I did enjoy what she had to say, but overall, she felt so withdrawn, almost like she was just really letting Jan be off in Wonderland and Ginger make all the jokes. And I was like, Miss Pandora, where's that personality, that host that I know is in there? It just was a little strange for me. Like, she was making all the motions, but failed to connect to her group members. This was a rat. And then on the runway, she's giving me like Diet Tim Burton. She clearly was going for a Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas inspired vibe. And the thing is, I love spook and I love glamour, so this is really right up my alley. But she really didn't go all the way on either of those concepts. Like, I wanted the little skirt on the dress to turn into an actual train on the ground, and then the makeup to actually give me a Sally fantasy. Like, bring in some of those stitches that are cross-woven into the dress into your makeup to look more like the character. And overall, I feel like this look is representative of Pandora's run on All Stars so far. Good, but where is the great? She did clash patterns, but I don't think any of them won in the end. This is a rat. Now, let's talk about the messy bottom. Placements. RuPaul tells Team SEX that they are the top group of the week, and then he gives the win to Ginger. I gagged. I literally rewound the episode and was like, did that actually just happen? What in gay hell's happening here? Like, Ginger did great by herself, but her team did the worst overall. And if we're gonna judge as teams and make one team totally safe, then why are we pulling a random person out of another group to give them the win? Like, let's at least try to be consistent and judge everyone as teams if that's how we're gonna start the judging. But alas, this is RuPaul's Drag Race and not Bussy's. Maybe someday. And then it gets gaggier. Ru puts Jan, Scarlet, and Kylie into the bottom. It just felt very apparent to me that the producers don't like Jan and they don't like Scarlet. And maybe they were just like, let's throw Kylie in there just for funsies. RuPaul, is that Pearl Vendetta showing? Like, was Kylie a little quiet and was Scarlet a little awkward? Sure, but not enough to be in the bottom. My bottom picks would have been Jan and Pandora, and maybe even Ginger, even though she did great. It was her job as the moderator, I think, to make sure that the chemistry between the group read well to the audience. Like, how is this gonna be a group challenge and you don't even worry about what your two sisters are doing? Plus, Jan and Pandora's runways really cemented their bottom placements for me. And since the first team was the best, I probably would have given the win to Eureka, since she was an excellent moderator. But it is what it is. And then our lip sync assassin comes out. It's Bianca Del Rio. Wait, no, it's Mayhem Miller. I guess Bianca was just like walking down the street and Ru on her lunch break saw her and was like, oh my god, Bianca, I just shot my season 13 promo. Did you catch that? Why don't you just come on in? We're doing All Stars today, and we can have a little gag where we fake out the girls and they think you're gonna lip sync. At least that's how, like, in my mind that happened, but it was nice to see Bianca, if it was a little random. In the lip sync, Ginger beats Mayhem and wins $30,000 for a lip sync. Girl, that is insane. If she planned her run right, she hopefully just paid for her outfits. But now she's gotta send somebody home, which puts her between a rock and a hard place. But Bussy, how hard is it? Well, let's take a look at the numbers. I calculated each bottom queen's points per episode up until episode 5, using a formula popularized by the YouTuber You, and this is what I found. Kylie has 3 safe placements and 1 high placement back from the blue ball, giving her a total of 13 points. Jan has 2 safe placements, 1 bottom and 1 win from the halftime show last week. And Scarlet Envy has 4 safe placements, which, I mean, honestly is a hate crime that she hasn't at least been put in the top once. She's been killing All Stars, but that's not what this video is about. She also has 12 points. So if Ginger is to pick fairly, then Kylie is not even an option. We've got Jan and Scarlet. And in Ginger's shoes, if I was Ginger, I would have chosen Scarlet because A, Jan was my teammate, and B, I don't want the Jandom attacking me forever. Like, seriously, I'm already saying prayers to Satan over the queen that has to eliminate Jan, because that is not gonna go over well in this fan base. But being an outsider, I would have sent home Jan here instead of Scarlet. I think Scarlet has displayed a lot of growth since her original season and is a totally different and more confident and fierce queen than she once was. Jan has, I think, proven that she is still very much the same queen that she was on season 12, but with a bigger budget. And that's not a bad thing. She was excellent then, she's excellent now. However, I love to see growth, and she still seems to be very clouded by the Jantasy. But let me know what you thought. Did you agree with this episode's outcome? Who would you have put in the bottom and who would you have given the win? And who would you have sent home? Overall, despite the funky judging and the little awkward segment where each pig table group had to open a box that had a toy in it, that was weird, right? Like, it made sense for the SEX group, but why the motherhood and body group? Anyways, casting those things aside, it was a great episode, I think, because we got to learn a lot more about these queens, and that is when I love Drag Race, when I can have a more personal connection with the people that I'm falling in love with. As for my hottest, on the runway, I am a little bit of a slut for Animal Crossing, I must admit, so I've got to choose Ginger. I also asked my patrons to vote on their hottest hot, and this week they've chosen Trinity K. Bonet. As always, I want to say thanks to you for watching this video and give a special thanks to my generous patrons who make my channel possible. For just a couple bucks a month, they get exclusive access to the Bussy Queen Discord server, early access to my videos, and exclusive videos like my reactions to All-Star 6 that I only post there. Join my patron family today by clicking the link in the description of this video. And I want to say thanks so much to today's video sponsor, Scentbird, for keeping me smelling fresh. Shh. I also want to give a very special shout out to Alba, Corinne143, Davian Ellis, Toki and Terry Smith, who've just joined my hot tier over on Patreon, and Aiden Smith, Anna Miriam, Anthony, Aquamarina, August, Everywhere, B-Rolls, Bradley, Cameron, Cherry Poppins, Christopher, Glam Oosdale, Darmisha, Delani, Deutsche Leather, Dr. Martin, Evan, Fractalize, GJ Bearclaw, Got the Morbs, Jay, Jenny, Janex, Jonah, Johnny, Giovanni, Kevin, Kiki and John, Madam Muffy, Markowitz, Millennial Hissy Fit, Nathan, Opal, Pasquale Nava, Ron, Shannon, Shazzy, Sky, Sultan, Tammy, Thomas, Timotheus, Tony, Travis, Tyler, Sinnerhouse, Vendetta, and Really, who were all supporting me at my hottest hot tier. And Ali Al, Angel, Caroline, Cyrus, Felicia, Goody P, JB, Joseph, JP in Dallas, Laura, Luke, Matthew, Nurse Luca, Robert Reeves, Scooby Snacks, Sailor, Steven, Tom Jaco, Tom Young, and Triton, who were all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier. See you later. Love ya. Bye.